Hey everyone, it's Crystal. So today I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how I package up my jewelry to ship it to customers from orders via Facebook parties or whatever. Um, so there's a couple different ways I ship depending on not only how many pieces a person orders, but also how big the pieces are. Some things like headbands and bangles and all those things are a little bit thicker. So you can't base it just on the amount of pieces, but the actual pieces that they order. So a couple things I will show you here. When I get my jewelry in, I go through everything and make sure all the O-rings are tightened up and everything like that, and make sure it's all in good condition for selling. And then for my Facebook party inventory, I do put it back in the original packaging, just because that way it's labeled for me. For my event inventory, I do not put it back in its original packaging, just because I'm going to have that out and displayed and in front of people. So if I sell a pair of earrings, let's say just a pair of earrings, what I first will do is take a piece of tissue paper and I wrap it up just randomly, just giving it a little extra cushion. And then I have my pink bubble mailer. So then the tissue paper with the earrings goes in like that. With every order that I mail out, I also include a business card. And I also include one of my postcards with info on the starter kits and things like that. Stick that in there too, and that one is done. Easy. Another thing I also use is, again, depending on the size of the order and stuff, I have boxes. These are 11 by 7 by 6. So if I get an order that I need to place in a box because a bubble envelope isn't sufficient, and I don't like putting a ton of stuff in bubble envelopes, just because the thicker you're making it, the more chance it's going to get smushed when the post office is doing their thing with it. So you want to make it as protective as possible. So what I do with the boxes, the foam we get in our shipments, I just cut those up into strips, and I'll place one at the bottom of the box. And then I will go ahead and put all the items in our sales bags. So for instance, I'm not really packing any orders tonight, so I'm just doing this for show. Put in all the pieces they're buying, for instance, and also a business card and a postcard. And then I will lay that down, and then I put a piece of the tissue paper. And then on the very top again, I don't have another piece cut up, I guess, right now. But on the very top again, I place another piece of foam just for that added protection. Another thing I use is the small flat rate boxes from the post office. I use these quite a bit also. So again, depending on, like if I'm gonna sell, if I sold, for instance, these up in the air bangles, these fit in here, but again, you're only gonna get a few of them in there. So if someone orders 5 of these, I'm gonna use one of my regular boxes. And the regular boxes aren't that spendy. I ship them priority, and it depends on where it's going from where you live, but on average I can get them shipped for anywhere from probably about $5 to $7. And most of the time when I have to use the boxes, it's someone that's ordered 10 to 30 items, so it's not a big deal whatsoever. Another thing I do, if I am going to ship, let me find a ring here in my mess. Okay, if I'm going to ship a ring to someone, instead of just putting this in the bubble envelope or whatever, now I don't do this if I'm doing the boxes, but if I'm mailing a ring in a bubble envelope, I will stick it in one of these jewelry bags. These are bags you can get at Walmart. There's 200 for $4, I believe, or you can get them off of eBay in bulk. I think I got 1,000 of them last time I bought off at eBay for like $10 or something, so they're cheap. So I stick it in the bag, and then I blow air into it, and then shut it really quick. So even if it does get smashed a little, it's not going to get that ring because I have that air in the bag. And I do that with earrings a lot too. Any of the smaller pieces, I'll do this and blow air into it. Bracelets, you can also do that depending on, so you get that little extra cushion doing it that way. And again, then I do wrap them in the tissue paper. I'll wrap the bag in the tissue paper. Or another thing, what I'll do if I'm shipping like 5 or 6 pairs of earrings, so I can put them in a bubble envelope, I will put them in those little jewelry bags, and then what I will do is put them in the sales bag, and then I will fold the sales. I'm going to work with this thing here, but so the earrings are in here. I'll fold this, since it's just earrings, it's going to be small. I'll fold this like this, so I have my earrings right here, and then I'll wrap this bag in tissue paper for the extra cushion. That way I get them all at once. And that way when they're unfolding the tissue paper, I like them in the bag because then they're not flying all over and getting lost. And then I would just stick this in the bubble envelope. So I hope that helps you. If you're having trouble figuring out different ways to ship, that is just what I do. If you have any questions, just ask. Have a good day, guys. Thanks.